Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watch You Want, and thanks for logging on. Today, we're looking at the Zenith El Primero Chronomaster 1969 Boutique Edition. You can see this 42mm stainless steel Boutique Edition Zenith on our website, watchyouwant.com. You can purchase it there, and if you enjoy these videos, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Watch You Want Inc. You can also click on the card icon in the upper right-hand corner of this video at any time to see our full listing for this watch with accessories, additional photographs, warranty remaining, and of course, full pricing information. Now, on my wrist, 6 1/3 inches, 16 centimeters in circumference, this El Primero is a perfectly proportioned modern men's formal watch. It's also a versatile watch, essentially a sports casual reference. At 42mm across the case and approximately 51mm from lug to lug, it's an easy watch to wear. And it's an easy watch to wear with almost anything, from shorts to a full suit. This watch looks good with its black dial combination and white metal case. Beautifully faceted. The case is a work of art in its own right. Now, it's 13.5mm thick, so with a sloped sapphire, it easily fits under any kind of long sleeve or dress cuff. Again, this watch is good for almost any situation short of pure diving, and if you put it on a textile strap, its 100-meter water resistance will nevertheless permit light swimming and snorkeling. This is versatility incarnate. It is also a gorgeous reference. Now, inspired by the original 1969 Zenith El Primero chronograph references, it isn't a slavish vintage retro watch. It's a watch that's inspired by heritage, the lines of the case, the proportions of the bezel to dial. Nevertheless, it's looking forward, not back. Now, this is a boutique special edition, and Zenith seems to have reserved its best for its own vendors. It features the classic Zenith El Primero 10 beat per second, 36,000 vibration per hour chronograph caliber with the modern classic open escapement, and you can see the silicon pallet and escape wheel beating away at 5 Hz as it's known, or 10 beats per second. You can also see the smooth, almost preternaturally smooth sweep of the chronograph seconds hand. Because of the 10 beats per second, it's much smoother than a conventional chronograph operating at 4, 3, or 2.5 Hz. That's 5 Hz, and we're really flying here. Now again, the dial, while vintage inspired, is very much forward-looking. It uses several layers to nicely blend the vintage size of the El Primero caliber with the modern full-sized 42mm case, and you can see several layers of tachymetric scale, a silvered minute track, inboard applied hour markers, and then a nuanced dial including that framed open escapement with the caliber 4061. It's been significantly skeletonized to reveal the wheels of the train, and you can see the extended pinion of the fourth wheel actually acting as the constant seconds indicator for times when the chronograph isn't running. You can easily see the balance oscillating and the iridescent purple of those silicon components. Essentially ultra-high efficiency. They can operate without any kind of lubricant, thus extending the service intervals of the watch. It's a great example of technology that looks good and works even better. Now, on the reverse of the case, you can see what the caliber 4061 looks like. Now, this is no mean El Primero right here. Although it is the standard column wheel 31 jewel El Primero architecture, this one bears the additional distinction of being a COSC certified chronometer, and these have been as rare as hen's teeth since Rolex stopped using the El Primero in its own Cosmograph Daytona in 1999. This is layered pedigree. It's the El Primero with COSC certification. Many watchmakers will say this is as good as it gets in the world of chronographs, and it's beautifully finished with a skeletonized winding rotor, Côte de Genève across the same. There is an even and beautiful perlage across the bridges, which is a bit unusual. Inasmuch as most watchmakers reserve perlage for baseplate decoration, Zenith likes to use it on bridges of its chronographs. You can also see the circular graining of the gorgeous golden wheels, as well as the use of straight graining on the levers. The watch features beautiful use of two-tone screws, blue to mark those screws used for actually adjusting the movement for watchmakers' purposes, and polished screws denote those screws which are used for assembly of fixtures. It's a beautiful, classically designed column wheel chronograph, and despite its 10 beat per second high rate, it nevertheless retains a superior 52-hour power reserve, solidly more than the industry average of 42. This watch really is versatility incarnate. Beautifully, classically proportioned, it is nevertheless modern in its outright size, styles without being ungainly and oversized. It's paired with a beautiful monotone stitched rectangular scale black alligator leather strap. It does have Zenith's signature rubberized coating on the back, so it's supple against the skin and isolates the leather from sweat, grit, or any kind of skin oils that could degrade the leather itself. And it's matched to a beautifully finished, polished, double deployant, trigger actuated deployant clasp. A perfect match for a smaller wrist. The entirety of it, including the swing arms and interior, are finished, so nothing is left unattended by Zenith's watchmakers and finishing artisans. Beautifully built, it maintains the low profile of a pin buckle when it is closed. This is the kind of watch that can be worn almost anywhere. Short of ice spelunking or deep sea diving, you can't go wrong with this Zenith El Primero, which is again, perhaps why Zenith reserved this boutique edition for its own stores. You can see the best of the Zenith El Primero Chronomaster 1969 boutique edition in stainless steel on our website, watchyouwant.com.